Hi everyone, my name is Anna. I'm psychic medium, and I opened this channel to um, share my gifts with you guys and be a messenger of the divine and bring the messages from the spiritual realm for you guys. So if you are new here, welcome. If you're back, thank you for coming back again. So let's start. Okay. It looks like it will be another continuation of the past two readings. True love. What I'm getting from this, you are the person who sacrificed a lot in your life and who reach, reached an awareness of your in your consciousness to the point that you were able to see through an illusion, especially regarding love. And your previous relationships, uh, whatever it might look for you, either you were in some kind of long term relationship, or had a few partners in your life. Up to this point, you were connecting with those people through your traumas. It wasn't a love, but through your inner work, through your awakening for the truth of who you truly are, you and definitely mostly because of your courage and actually faith in the feelings and the signs you were getting, you were able to let go of any kind of relationship which was based on trauma, bonding, not true love. And because you simply at some point go to the conclusion that um, if it won't be unconditional love, you prefer to stay single. So, and it was the best thing you could do, because now you opened yourself for true love to enter your life, unconditional love. You always had this person in your destiny. It was destined for you to be together. Mm, and what I'm feeling, that most of you guys, um, like I said in my previous video, the most of you had this maybe image, or it wasn't the knowledge. It was it might felt like a dream you had, but you were dreaming about this person. You had visions about them since you were a kid, like because this person who will enter your life now, um, it's definitely a past life connection, and like you when you were when you were born in this lifetime, like you had this memory of them. That's why you had the visions, feelings, dreams about them since you were a little kid, actually. Of course, the more we grew, the more our mind is programmed by the matrix we live in. Those dreams and visions are pushed by us, away, or we actually leave them as only a dream. It's not possible to happen, and we are starting to settling uh, for less than we deserve. And you were born into the family where you weren't where your voice wasn't important, where you one of your parents or both even, but mostly I feel the father figure um was very controlling and domineering, dominant person. And like you as a kid and even later as a teenager, you didn't have your rights met. Your voice didn't matter, and you were taught that your needs and wishes and needs and feelings aren't important, and you had to put others first already since you were a child, and you became a people pleaser, because those traumatic experiences in your childhood taught you that you have to earn love, that you aren't good enough to be loved by just who you are, who you know. Mm, but definitely bec- you've gone through some kind of transformation where you got to the point where you shed all of the illusions, about yourself, especially, and about love you were taught, since you were a kid. So, and it was the best thing you could do for yourself, because yeah, definitely it will be something truly magical, and you will feel free, and you will feel not only free, uh, because this person won't be controlling in any way. This person will give you a lot of space, but you will be free to be yourself with your flaws, and all your flaws, and this person will love you unconditionally, and vice versa. Mm, because you have learned, or rather remembered, how to love yourself unconditionally, and it was the reason it is the reason why this true love will enter your life. It feels so, it will be very playful and very light relationship. It will be um it will be, yes, it will be very deep bond between you two guys, and um definitely you didn't have such deep emotional connection with anyone in your life before. And it will be, at first it will be a bit scary, because you will notice very fast that you aren't able to hide anything from this person. This person will just they just will be able to see through you, everything. You will be able, you, because from it's just shadows, a bit shadows from those negative traumas and wounds you acquired. uh, they still linger in you a bit, and with this person you will heal it completely. But in this first stage, when you will get together, um yes, it will be a bit scary, because you yes, this person will be able to see you completely. Like, you won't be able to hide anything, and um, especially you won't be able to hide your true self. But the word, I have to tell you that you will be completely safe to be your true self. You also will understand, and you will see quite fast that not only you won't be able to hide anything from this person, but this person truly will love you, no matter the parts of you still don't accept completely. Actually, the parts you are a bit of ashamed, or parts of you that you would like to hide from the world, and especially from this person, from uh, this person will love you the most. Yes, it's actually the ironic that this person will love you the most, those parts you would like to hide mm, the most. So yes, it will be better than in the movies. And yes, you will be an example, you guys. When you get together, you will be an example that, and the proof that true love really exists. And oh my gosh, it will be very healing for both of you, because this person, excuse me, because this person will have the same fears than as you, and um, they will be a bit frightened in the beginning, like you guys as well. So it won't be in only one-sided. um but this first stage mm, will evolve very fast, actually, because you you just simply will be ending your others each other's thoughts, the sentences. mm, and because you are able to connect and communicate uh, telepathically, it will be actually, yes, like, oh my god, this person literally can read my mind, so they will feel the same as you. But it won't be scary. Actually, it will be very comforting, and you will take this deep breath, because you finally won't have to um, hide anything, and especially your light. Like in your previous relationship, and you had to hide some parts of you. You weren't able to show yourself completely, because every time you tried to do this, the person you've been with felt threatened by it, by any, like I said, it was a bond, it was trauma bonding, not true love. But here in this new relationship, you would have to make yourself smaller to make this person comfortable, because this person will equally love yourself like you do, and won't be feel threatened by you, in any way. So you both will feel very safe, very safe and stable in this connection, and you will understand and get each other without the words. Actually, it will be really something you've never experienced in this lifetime. And actually in the previous lifetimes as well, because like this lifetime will be a culmination of this relationship, like the last chapter, but in the very good sense. Like in previous lifetimes you had, because you always find each other in the previous lifetimes, you always end up together, whenever you incarnated together at the same time, you always ended up together, but you weren't able to reach this final destination of your connection, and what will happen this lifetime, because through the past lifetimes you were working through those lessons, karma, so in this lifetime you will be able to experience this bond, this connection, wholly, without any those karma related difficulties, so it will be very light, very loving, very you will have a lot of fun together, and yes, it will be intense, especially about chemistry and this emotional connection bond between you guys, but in the very best sense. This intensity and this strong connection, emotional connection bond you will have, actually will grant you, will bring you this peace and feel of stability, and it will take off from your shoulders this, because in the previous relationships you had to constantly questioning yourself, for example, what you wanted to share with this person. Maybe I shouldn't say this, or maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't do this, or maybe I should. What if I did this? Maybe it won't happen. It was like, you never knew, you never could, you never were able to feel completely safe in this relationship, in whatever way it manifested for you guys, because it will manifested, it manifested a bit differently for each of you, but it was always this this, like, looking behind your shoulder. You never yes, like it never brought you this stability and safety you were searching for. You knew, and deep down you knew it's possible. So yes, this relationship definitely will. But because you found this safety and this groundness and this in yourself first. That's why it's possible. You had to find your self-worth, this mm, this feeling of home, um, inside yourself first. Because when you do this, your happiness isn't your feeling of being happy isn't based on other people, what they do or don't do, how they behave towards you, and because you take this responsibility from others, and you brought this feeling of safety and happiness uh, from within, from yourself. um, you just simply take your power back, and now, mm, no matter you will be happy no matter what, no matter what happened, what will happen, and you won't be attached to any people in your life anymore, in the toxic way, um, either emotionally or in any other way. And that's why this true love will be able to enter your life. And so you guys, you've learned all your lessons, and you've reached the point where you are ready for this person, for this connection. So let's see what is on the back. Healing doesn't mean the damage never existed. It means the damage no longer controls your life. You see, it's like you healed your wounds and traumas, um, by taking the responsibility from the people, because, how to say this, because when we are going through some dramatic events in our life, especially, mostly caused by other people, some betrayal, whatever, poor treating by others, um, it actually, how to say this, it it might look like you might feel like a victim, and you might think and feel that it's because of them, but other people will treat you only the way how you let them treat you, and you have to show other people how they're supposed to treat you. And now, and not by saying, why you are, for example, you are in a relationship, any kind of relationship, and for example, you are a very giving person, and you are doing a lot, and putting a lot of effort, your energy into this relationship, but you don't take it back from this person, and you started to blame them, uh, I am doing so many things and so much, but and you don't put your part of the stick, on the of the of the energy, because you let them do this. You let them. You gave your power away to this person. You let them treat you that way. So if you want be treated differently by others, uh, you have to sit with yourself and be very honest with yourself, um, and ask yourself how you treat yourself, because people will treat you the way you treat yourself. So um, if you don't feel worthy, if you don't appreciate how beautiful, how wonderful you are, how many talents, how many beautiful qualities you have, you when you are overlooking, all those beautiful parts of you, you will give the permission to others to do the same. You have to be this person first who will love yourself completely, who will love yourself for every part of you. mm, and who will be able to see how worthy and how amazing you are. Because when you do this, um, your energy, your energetic field completely changed, and people start to feel it, and you don't have to do anything. It will happen automatically when when you will change your relationship with yourself. It constantly will mirror, it will be mirrored in your external world, and people will start to treat you differently. You won't have to do anything. You won't have to go and ask for, for this respect and for this, love. You won't have to. It will happen automatically, only by changing your own relationship with yourself. That's all what you have to do. So, and you actually, the people who I'm talking to, you actually done this, and you did this, and it's actually a confirmation that, like, you were betrayed many times. You were treated very poorly by others, and not only in a romantic way. But you got to the point that you stopped victimize yourself, and yes, you acknowledge your pain and everything what people done to you, but but it stopped to control your life. You decided at some point that, okay, it happened. You sit and ask yourself, what can I do so it won't happen again? And your soul, your higher self, your started to give you signs, feelings, and visions, and you started to apply this, all the tips you were getting in your life, and you've gone through a huge transformation inside. And now it's the time it will be mirrored in your external life. So you did a wonderful and very difficult job, because what I'm getting, you were treated very poorly. You were constantly overlooked. People didn't take you seriously. mm, a lot of the people, the most of the people in life, um, didn't take your feelings and emotions in consideration at all. Yeah, you were overlooked, ignored. Very often you felt like you wouldn't exist, like you are just an air in this environment, and nobody and everybody has you, deep down in the back. So yeah, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy to learn to love yourself and to find your self-worth. But you did it, and now it's time for you to get rewards for this. So yes. So there is on the horizon a very beautiful relationship for you guys. Okay. We see another. Okay. It was very fast actually. You see, work well done. Like what I said just. You did great work, guys. It was very difficult. Yes, it was. Oh my god, it was. You are giving so much. You are very giving person, a very loving person. You were giving so much of your everything actually, to the point of exhaustion. You got to the point. Some of you got to the point where you just completely lost all your life force. You were completely exhausted in the end. You were exhausted physically, mentally, emotionally. You were completely drained. It was complete burned out in your case. You reached the bottom, actually, the bottom of bottoms, and you had to pick up yourself from this pit, just one tiny step, one step by step, you had to reach this bottom because you're a very loving person and very attuned to others emotionally. You are able to see this potential, this goodness in every person, but up to this point you are able also see this shadow side of this person, but because you are so good, so loving, you were more focused on those potential and this how to say it, this buried potential people in your life had, and you were able to see. You focused too much on this, and you were like in this constant hope that this person will finally unburied this potential, that this person will finally start to change into the person you already were able to see they might become, but it doesn't work that way. If you can't change anyone, because this change in every person has to come out from them. They have to be the first people who will be able to see, okay, I have to change something in me. There's something I have to work on, and not you. It's not your job to do this. It's only your only job is to do this with yourself. You have to change yourself, try to be a better person every day, not because when you do this you are worthy, of love, but because you are worthy of love, even if you are, in your worst behavior. Like unconditional love, it's the universe, the divine source, God, whatever you believe in, love you no matter who you are, no matter what you do. This changing, into the best version of yourself, step by step, it only is for you, because when you are becoming more and more this best version of yourself, and this best potential you have, it's going, it's starting to surface through your actions. You just simply will becoming more happy, fulfilled. Your life is changing. Um, it's starting to uh, mirror this positive, happy, joyful side of you. So, in truth, this becoming a better version of yourself, it's only for yourself, because this is the only way to create life for yourself uh, you always dream about, and it always was destined for you. So yes, and you are doing this. You are doing this very, very well. What I'm getting, it's you are in the final stages of this transformation, and now you are coming into the part of your life when this all hard work, it took years. It took years, and was very difficult cycle for you guys, and you are you reach the end of this transformation, and now this your external world only will start to mirror this piece by piece. I think you already are able to notice some changes, now and then, like some people started to treat you differently, you started to have more luck or something like this, like in your life stopped to, because before you in your life was constant house, and you were in constant roller coaster of um, experiences happening to you, like unexpected, and they were always very challenging and difficult, and you had no choice but only to adapt, be learn how to be as flexible as possible, because it was the only way to overcome those challenges, and it was happening like constantly, like even the this first challenge didn't finish yet, but the another one striked, and it was like all the time, but it was only the clearing of this karma, and uh, actually you reached the point some time ago already, a few months maybe, um, when your life started to be more uh, predictable, more stable. You weren't surprised, anymore so often with something unexpected and challenging and difficult, because you did this work. You tamed this chaos inside of you, and your external world only started to mirror this tamed chaos. You you just work. You just did a great work with yourself. So now you are entering very beautiful era, and I'm not saying there won't be any troubles. Yes, there will be some challenges, but um, they won't. You've become a person who won't be anymore. Um, how to say this? Unbalanced by them, or rather frightened by them. Uh, they won't face you anymore. They won't cause this panic, fear, and this feeling of the being a victim. anymore. You just okay. It's just you just know that life is like flows. It's once you are up and then you are down, and you will be just flowing with this flow of life. When you will be up, you will be taking advantage of it, fully. When you will be down, you will be patient and and stable and calm, and you will be up again. It will be like it won't feel anymore like life throws you just from one wall to another. You won't feel like this, this chaos because you tame this chaos inside yourself. Yes, you tame this chaos, and because you go to the point in life when in your life, at some point was the chaos were so huge and so overwhelming and so, oh my gosh, um, that you have only two options: give up completely, like, you know what I mean, or just find this peace inside of you to go through this. And you did this second thing. You've reached to the deepest parts of yourself, and you found this peace, and you even weren't aware of that you actually always had, because it was the only way to overcome this chaos and every challenge you've been through. So you did great job actually. It was very, very, very challenging. And you felt very lonely in this. So yes, it wasn't easy, guys, but you did great job. I'm so happy for you. And on the back we have, you need to stop doing things for someone when you find out it's expected rather than appreciated. So yes, it's coming down to this self-worth. This house in your life was so big because you were giving too much. You treated other people better than yourself. Other people needs were more important than your needs. Other people's dreams were more important than your dreams. Mm, yeah, it's simply you were a people pleaser. Mm, and people just took advantage of you a lot, a lot. Like I said, to the point where you were so exhausted and so depleted that you just hit the rock bottom, and you had no other choice but only focus on yourself, because you would die, simply would die. You were if you didn't do this, you because you gave everything what you had, everything, all your life force energy you gave to others. You completely forgot about yourself. So yeah, it was and actually it was designed like this by your soul. So you have learned this lesson, like, completely. So you wouldn't do this mistake anymore. It was last time. Now you are the person who knows your worth, who knows how important and precious your energy, your time, your everything, you are, how precious you are, and how important you are. And when you and from now on, will never let others to take advantage of you in any way. You will be a person who will take such good care of yourself that you will do everything to first your cup be overflowing, and then when this overflow will happen, you will share this with others. And this is how we are supposed to do. We were taught lies, by the society, that other peoples are more important. No, you are important. You are the most important person in your life. You're supposed to be the most important person in life for yourself, and then the others come. When you are so happy, so fulfilled, so so full of love, energy, you just radiate this, and you will share. It is shared just by itself. This is what means this cup overflows, and this has a huge impact and healing power for others, only by you treating yourself, and loving yourself first. So yeah, great job, guys, great jobs. Now you will never again won't let anyone to treat you like this. No, you've learned your lesson very well. Great. Okay, and today I will draw again from this deck. It was calling to me very much, so let's see what spirits would like to tell you. Whoa, it was fast. If you are feeling stuck in any area of your life, whether it is in a relationship, a job, or just a situation, ask yourself, what is stopping me from living? Yes, living is scary, but sometimes it is the right step to take. Be brave, we are right beside you. So, what I'm getting from this, you are in some kinds of situation, yes, where you feel stuck. You've done all this work, and you know that you've done this work, and you know that, and you can feel that you have changed as a person, but somehow you see that your external world haven't changed. You are still stuck with somebody who is involved, who sucks simply, and who doesn't treat you good, or in any kind of situation you feel stuck, like you can't move, and you are wondering what is going on, because I have did so many healing on myself. I have changed myself so much, and nothing is happening. My world still looks the same. What I'm getting from this is, deep down, because you are so good person, and the good people has this tendency, that's why they need to be so aware of it. to not put others needs first, and you are just, if this is about somebody, you are someone, you are with, still with someone who doesn't treat you well, you know deep down that you should leave this person. mm, but this part of you, this you know, this kind-hearted person in you, um, an empath who knows that when you will leave this person, it will have a big repercussion on this person. It will be, you just know that it will be dramatic experience for them. Um, and because you have such a good heart, you don't want to, and you know how you've been something like this. That's why you don't want to any other person to go through the same. But like you yourself had to go through this to be able to finally understand what is wrong, what you have to become aware of, and what you have to change in order to change your world and your life. It's the same applies to every other person. So this person, this place, or this situation you are afraid to leave behind, mm, because it will have a negative effect on those place, those person, those situation. Deep down, you know that you have to do this, and I'm just here to tell you, and your guides, I want to tell you that this person just needs to go through this, because there's no other way for this person to, you know, learn their lessons and to understand that they shouldn't treat people like this. So we don't know what on what other souls agreed to take on themselves, you know. You have to respect that this soul maybe chose this way, you know, of to learn this lesson, maybe through this you know, through this suffering, through this difficult and challenging way. And simply because we human, I am repeating this very often, I know, but we human don't like to change. And actually, why? Because of our ego doesn't like change. Ego is afraid of the change. Ego loves familiarity. So it keeps us stuck when we let the ego to dictate our life. So people are able to change only when they are forced to do so. That's why it happened to you. You've been through so much pain because you just ignored the signs. I know, because I am the same, and I've been a lot of the pain, and so I know how it is. And like yourself, you had to, like I said before, you had to go through a lot and hit the rock bottom to finally understand, okay, I have to change something because it can't be like this forever. And the same applies to this person or the situation or whatever. They have to go through this. You've been through this, and now it's their turn. Actually, that's all. You just were the first one who became aware of it, who started to change something, and now it's time for this person to do the same. That's all. And It's actually, maybe some of you won't agree with this, but it's actually selfish to it's actually selfish to not let them to go through this, because how they will learn any other way? They will be stuck as well. So you have to free yourself and free this person as well by living, simply by living. You will give them, even though they maybe never will appreciate it or will see this way, but you will give them a huge favor by living. So yeah. So yeah, living something familiar and what we know for so many years, it's very scary and very difficult. But on the other side of the fear, it's your joy and your fulfillment. We're supposed to overcome our fears because the fear is only an illusion, it doesn't exist. We are infinite beings, and fear, it's only an illusion. So yep, very convincing illusion, but yes, it's only an illusion. So okay, guys, so that's all what I have for you today, and I hope it resonated with you guys. Feel free to comment in the comment section, please. How this will manifest for you, or whatever you would like to put in the comment. Just I will be very happy and to hear your stories, guys. So I love you guys. You are the best. You are light this world needs. You are love this world needs. Take care, guys, and all the best for you. Thank you for being here, and see you in my next video. Bye.